morning, everybody out there getting off their graveyard shift. Good morning, everybody out there getting ready for work. If you're at work, what is happening? If you're listening to your car, trying to battle traffic, good morning to you. Good morning to you on YouTube and Twitch, brought to you by First NorCal Credit Union. We appreciate all the participation from the Xfinity Mobile text line. Good morning to the overnight dancers. Maybe some 49ers leaking in there after a tough loss to the Raiders. Woo! Woo! I was waiting for football. We didn't get to James Harden calling Daryl Morey a liar. Got Klay Thompson working out. Jonathan Kuminga dropping 60 in a pro-am game. Oh, my gosh. So much going on. Oh, the Giants did have a walk-off with. Thank God for them. They avoided sweep to Bruce Bochy and the Texas Rangers. Patrick Bailey looking like that dude. Good for him. Logan Webb pitched to Jim. But you know, today is all about 49er football. It's the Monday morning overreaction show. No, it's not really. Trey Lance, that's the topic of conversation. We can talk about nickel corner, talk about Jake Moody, talk about the backup offensive line. You want to talk about TDP? I'm game. You want to talk about Javon Kinlaw looking like a freak? Go ahead. But really, all eyes were on the quarterbacks. And in your assessment, folks, 888-957-9570. Did Trey Lance look like a guy who is capable of starting an NFL football game? I know it's tough to evaluate without starters, but I was just thinking during the break. The game looked fast for him against backups. What do you think would happen with the starting defense flying around? If he's hesitant to throw the football against backups, what would happen if he started right now? What would happen? This guy needs to play. He needs reps, and the reps may not be here in San Francisco. So I don't know. Trey Lance did not. It was more bad than good yesterday, Shasky.
Yeah, I don't view sports in that static sense where, like, this is who you are. Like, you have good days, you have bad days. You have good games, bad games. He clearly does not look like one of the good players on the team at all. Like, no one is going to cape up for that. But, like, to say that his entire career is, indicative of what we saw there, yeah, I want him to be farther along. He's not farther along. I don't think he's very good right now. That doesn't mean that down the line he can't be good, whether it's on the Niners, on another team. It's probably unlikely. But he don't look great. But I also don't think that Sam Darnold, because he made a couple of passes, looks like the next coming. Like, oh, if Brock goes down, Sam's ready to take us to the promised land. Like, I have questions on all three quarterbacks, and there's different degrees of questions on each quarterback. I've got lots of questions on this team. And Trey did not look good yesterday. Like, I wanted him to be farther along. I wanted the coach and him to be closer together in terms of their synergy and just look like they're on the same page. Everything looks off, dude. It looks like a guy who has zero confidence, who doesn't understand where to go with the ball within the fabric of the offense, doesn't look rhythmic, doesn't look comfortable in the pocket, looks jittery, looks like he's afraid to make a mistake. Like, it's all bad.
All bad. All bad. All bad. Boy.
But that being said, if you told me, like, hey, everybody got hurt and it's week 14 and we need him to go out there, I think it would look a lot different in terms of, like, what's around him. Like, okay, who's my starting running back? All right, is Trent Williams there?
But can you meet me here, though? Trey Lance doesn't have that time.
No.
He's got to ball out whenever he gets opportunities here.
Who is saying they have this runway to lose games while he gets better? No, I'm not
saying that. I'm saying for him to be on this football team, he has to take advantage of every single rep. It's a reason why when they signed Sam Darnold, and all you guys laughed at me.
Yeah.
All you guys laughed at me. When they signed Sam Darnold, what did I say? I said, y'all think Sam Darnold's coming here to be the third-string quarterback?
Well, no.
No. Everybody said, oh, he's third string. Oh, it's just whatever. No. There's a reason why Sam Darnold. Because he smelled, I could go take Trey Lance's backup quarterback job at the bare minimum.
There was also uncertainty on Brock Purdy's elbow.
There was
a lot of uncertainty on
There was
Brock.
also uncertainty on Trey Lance,
too, their
number 3 overall pick. Who they filled the calls for. John Lynch basically admitted, yeah, we took calls.
Yeah, and they probably should have done that.
They try to move him.
Do you blame them for that?
It's kind of shocking that the number 3 overall pick from 2021 is already in jeopardy of being moved from this football team.
But after seeing what you saw yesterday, how is it that shocking?
No, well, you guys are telling me. I'm telling you this. You guys are yelling at me for saying what you just said. You guys just yelled at me all show.
No,
for basically saying that these reps mean everything for Trey Lance, and the fact that he's a number 3 overall pick from 2021, and he looked like that, I'm like, damn. He looked slow. He looked hesitant. He looked indecisive. Yeah. And the stats were misleading. Now, did he throw some all all these quarterbacks in San Francisco have thrown. The Jimmy O no throws, which I coined, was awful. He had a couple Jimmy O no throws. Does Brock Purdy have Jimmy O no throws? Absolutely. He did in the playoffs. He did in the regular season. And we may see more starting week 1 in Pittsburgh. Does Sam Darnold throw Jimmy O no throws? Hell, Sam Darnold see ghost. So I'm not confident in him as well. We got a quarterback situation here in San Francisco that is muddied.
I mean,
it is muddied.
Hasn't it been muddied for like 4 years?
Which is sad to me when we're in the 7th year of the Shanahan era and we're still talking about quarterbacks and we can't get them right. And the guy you hand selected looks like he did yesterday in the preseason game against the backup Raider defense. Yeah, it's not good. Not good, Bob. Not good.
Yeah, this is why I think everything goes back to Purdy. Like, I understand why everyone's reaction is like, well, let's evaluate Lance. Let's evaluate. This goes back like, Purdy better be that dude. Because then now we're like, this would be a lot more dire situation for the Niners. Because like, I'm a Niner fan. Like, I care about the Niners winning the Super Bowl. Like, yes, I wanted Trey Lance, the guy they moved heaven and earth to work out. Nobody doesn't want that. We all wanted it to work out. But like, it's a big afterthought if Purdy is good. It's like on the list of things to gripe about. If Purdy is good, it goes all the way to the bottom. If Purdy's no good, or for whatever reason regresses, gets hurt again, or whatever, now it goes all the way to the top. Not only does Purdy stink, but now you also got this huge, whiff of a trade that you moved a zillion picks for. Meanwhile, I'm looking at a guy in, like, for example, Micah Parsons, who looks like he could be a Hall of Famer.
Lawrence Taylor, 2.0. Our YouTube poll question of the day. 650 votes so far. 651 votes so far. What grade would you give Trey Lance against the Raiders? Would you give him an A, B, C, D, or F? 50% of the votes have given Trey Lance a D or F.
I think that's fair.
40% have given him a C. 8% have given him a B. 2% have given him an A.
I mean, like let's go back to
90% have given him a C or lower.
Let's go back and let's remember the 2019 game, preseason Broncos for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Looked awful.
I think most people would have gave him a D or an F on that. 3rd year in the system, he should be farther along. Blah 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 blah. And he ended up having a really really good year.
But the concern was him coming off the torn ACL and him looking a little skittish in the pocket.
Well, he did. But we
knew he was going to start.
No doubt. No, I'm talking about what he looked like. I'm just talking about what he. I'm just going off what he looked like.
He didn't look good, but we had a lot more tape to say we could give him the benefit of the doubt because he has a lot more tape.
Totally agree.
The fact is, Trey Lance has no tape.
We
haven't seen him at all. And he hasn't played a lot of football since 2019. He hasn't at all. It's 2023, and it's like, boy, this team is ready to go.
I'm surprised that people expected him to look like amazing out there.
I didn't expect him to look amazing. I didn't expect him to look indecisive.
Like, based on all the reports from camp, like, all these guys have had good days and bad days. Like, all of them. All of them have been up and down. It doesn't look like one dude, like, yes, Purdy is ahead of these guys, but it doesn't look like one dude's like, that's our Burrow. That's our Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but I expected him to look decisive. I expected him to look like, okay, this is my window to throw. Let me throw it. Let me anticipate. The anticipation wasn't there. That was gone. And then the fact when he does move out the pocket, okay, let me see him make a man miss or whatnot, look a little elusive. He doesn't.
Well, he did on 1 or 2 plays.
He's having trouble route running backup defensive lineman, Shasky. Yeah. He's having trouble outrunning dudes who are going to be playing in the USFL next spring. Like, whoa, what's going on here? Does he not trust his ankle? Does he not trust his legs? Does he not want to run?
I just don't think he's very good right now.
Run? That's a problem.
Of course.
That's a problem on this roster that is looking to make cuts.
Well, no, it's a problem for Trey Lance. It's not a problem for the 49ers. If Darnold is decent and Brock Purdy is who they think he is. That's where I think the disconnect is for me this morning is like, it's only a problem for the Niners if Darnold isn't a good backup and if Brock Purdy isn't the guy they expect him to be.
Well, if Brock Purdy isn't the guy we expect him to be, I'm with the 650 Xfinity Mobile text line. If Brock ain't the dude, Darnold ain't the dude, Trey ain't the dude, you better go start buying the Kirk Cousins jerseys.
To me, that's when I'll have major panic.
It's around the corner.